Small Town by John Mellencamp, or John Cougar Mellencamp, or even John Cougar, depending on when you started listening to him. This is a lesson for a 4-string CBG, and we're going to need a capo on the 4th fret. Before you put that capo on, make sure you're tuned to an open G. That low string will be a G. Next string will be a D. Next string will be another G. And the high string will be a B. You put that capo on, you're going to want to retune to make sure you're not high or low. That low string is now going to become a B. Next string will now be an F sharp. Next string is another B. High string is now a D sharp. Yeah, so that's what they're going to tune to when you have to retune up. But I'm going to call out the notes and chords and everything as if that capo wasn't on there. So, and I'm going to call it out G, D, G, and B, the single strings. I'm going to go over the few chords we're going to be using. For the most part, this is a really easy and fun song to play. And if you can sing, it's really awesome to play and sing along with also. I just don't sing in front of people, so that's why I don't sing in my lessons. So, anyway, we're going to do an open G. I'm going to strike every string open. Okay, now we're going to play a D chord. We're going to take our index finger on the 2nd fret on the upper G string. Take our ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B string. We're going to hit that D string open. And all three together as a chord. Now we're going to play what's called a C add 9. And best way we can play it on 4 strings, we're going to take our index finger on the 2nd fret on the D string. We're going to strike the upper G string open. We're going to take our ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B string. And try to mute the low G string with your thumb or something. You really don't want to let that ring out. So, all 3 of those together as a chord. Called a C add 9, but I'm just going to call it out as a C chord. We're going to play an E minor. We're going to take our index finger on the 2nd fret on the D string. Take our pinky or ring finger, whichever one you want to use, on the 4th fret on the low G string. And we're going to strike the upper G string and the B string open. And we're going to play an A minor. We're going to take our index finger on the 1st fret on the B string. Take your ring finger on the 2nd fret on the upper G string. And your middle finger on the D string on the 2nd fret. And all 3 together as a chord. I also mute the low G string when I'm playing that A minor. I think that's it. It's pretty simple, so I'm going to show you the beginning of the song is also the verse riff. So we're just going to strum that open G like 2 times, I think. And then we're going to strike the D chord. And then you can just leave your ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B string. And then just move your index finger down to the D string on the 2nd fret and play that C add 9. So you're playing the D. You want to go back to the D and then back to the G. Slowly, the way you would strum it would be like this. I think we do that 3 times, and when we go back to that D, we're going to go to that A minor. And then we're going to go back to the D. And then start it all over with the G. Okay, and after that first verse, the drums and everything kind of, everybody kind of kicks in. It gets a little bit more heavy. So, and then we're going to do that verse again. So, everything I just showed you, just keep doing that. And eventually we're going to get up to the chorus. And, well, I don't even know if it's really a chorus. I think he sings part of that over the verse, but what we're going to do, you'll hear it when we go to the D. We're going to keep strumming that D a few times. And then just start it over. And we go through the second verse, and basically we do the same thing. And then when you get to the end of that verse, and we go to that D, we're going to strum that D a few more times, just like we did before. So, and then right here, what we're going to do, we're going to go to that C9 chord. And then we're going to hit the open G. Go back to that C9. Hit the open G. And then when you hit the last open G, we're going to go to that D. And then start it all over. Slowly, this part will sound like this. So, I don't remember how many times they actually do that, but it's a little quicker than the verse part. So remember, you're just going, you go from the D, and then you're going to hit the C9 and the open G. Go back to the D, then start it again. And right here we're going to strum that D a few more times. And then we're going to go one more bar of that verse. Now right here is where we're going to come out of that E minor, and we're going to strum that several times. And right here we're going to hit the open G. Then we're going to hit that C9. And back to the G. So slowly, the E minor. Back to the E minor. To the open G. This time we're going to go to the D chord. Now back to the E minor. To the G. Hit the C9. Now right here when we go back to the G, we don't go back to the E minor, we're just going to go back to that D chord. And back to the verse riff. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna play through that last part I just showed you slowly, so you kind of see how those chords go together. Just remember, we're going to come out of the last D. We're going to go into the E minor, to the open G, C9, open G, back to the open E, open G, regular D chord, back to the E minor, open G, C9, open G, and we go back to the regular D chord, and then back to the verse riff. Okay, now I'm going to play that all the way through. Pretty much, I strum it just how they do it on the original songs. So. And they just fade out with that verse riff right there. That's the entire song. It's pretty easy, like I said. Not a whole lot of chords, and the chords that you have to use are really easy. And it's really fun just to strum along to. And in all ways you can play along with the original song and you'll be in tune with it as long as you have the capo. Now you can play these same chords without the capo. You just won't be able to play along with the original song. So, you got the capo on the 4th fret, you can jam along with the original song. Hope y'all enjoy this one. Get back soon with another one. Thanks for watching.